Hi Susan, Kate Swaffer, Chair and CEO of DAI from across the seas in Australia. This is a surprise visit to your chat with Brian LeBlanc to announce to you that you are the winner, the second winner of the Richard Taylor Memorial Advocates Award. And it is a great pleasure and privilege for me to be able to tell you this. DAI members are proud most of all to be able to call you a friend. We know that you've worked tirelessly, not just as a member of DAI, but for many, many other advocacy and support groups around the world. And your work in putting together for a documentary on what it's like living with dementia will live on forever, Susan. You thoroughly deserve the Richard Taylor Memorial Award for your service to DAI and to all people with dementia. And you really are extremely deserving of this prestigious award. Thanks, Susan. We all love you.
Oh, what a wonderful honor in name of such a wonderful advocate. That is so touching to me. Thank you very much. He was a fine, upstanding man who used his voice wisely for so many people. I feel very honored to have anything related to Richard Taylor. He's my idol.
Well, I think you're one of our idols, Susan.
Oh, that's very kind, you say.
You're a fine, upstanding woman, and your legacy will live on forever.
Thank you, say that, Kate.
Yeah. So we'll announce it to the world on the 21st, on World Alzheimer's Day.
I am so honored, and I hope I can even remotely make Richard proud.
I think he already has.
Yeah.
He's a hard one to compete with. Ironic that this should happen, and please pardon me, I'm an old sap. My hospice nurse recently asked me, what do I want my legacy to be? And as soon as she said that, I said, well, let's first take the word legacy out of it, because that's way too big a word for me. But it has rolled through my mind, I guess, that people do think those things. I just don't. And for you to say that to me is very, very touching. Thank you very much.
I mean it from the bottom of my heart.
Thank you. Well, I hope that I am as gracious and as graceful as Richard was in his journey. Receive the award, because he to me is the epitome of wisdom and gracefulness. He never let it become about him. It was always moving forward for the better of others. And if I can do just even a little of that, I will feel okay. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Now, you were in a support group with Richard, correct?
Yes. That's how I met Richard.
So tell us what your relationship with him was. What did you learn from him?
Oh my goodness. There was a group of maybe 6, 8 us in this social group that met via Zoom weekly. And I was invited to join that group. And I remember when was invited thinking, Richard Taylor, I mean, I know of Richard Taylor. He's done some really, he's moved the pendulum, and how could I possibly fit in? I was a little intimidated that I wouldn't be good enough for his presence. I had him on quite a pedestal. But I went, and what I noticed about Richard was his calmness. He had it's like knowledge. I know self when chaotic. I can become flittery, and it's because I don't have the knowledge, so I become a little frazzled. So there was this calmness that I associated with his knowledge. So I always looked at Richard as a very calm, wise man. He spoke to you, not about you or around you. He pulled me into the group by asking me specifically to speak. I think he sensed that awkwardness I was feeling, and he very gently pulled out that me. And that created this friendship, this bond of respect and kindness, and that he did that. He was very intuitive, and so he didn't want to feel that way, and so he just included me, and we had lovely visits together, all of us.
I wish I would have had the opportunity to have met him.
Yeah.
I just hear all these great things about him, and I'm kind of envious of everyone that had that opportunity, because he seemed to be a larger than life. I know he was a large man, but he was larger than life.
Yeah.
In what he did, and the legacy that he left behind.
He certainly did. That is no doubt. And up until he couldn't, he kept on always listening, learning, translating. I remember when he was diagnosed with his cancer, and I had come to know him by then. And I looked him in the eye because he seemed so strong, such a strong person. And I said, "Are you afraid?" And he sat for a minute quietly, and he said to me, "Sometimes, yeah, a little bit. I do, because I'm afraid I won't get the chance to finish what we've started." He always had this drive to continue to help others, and that bothered him.
Yeah.
If you have knowledge and you not share it, then it's not real knowledge.
Right.
It only becomes knowledge when you share it and someone learns from it. So how selfish of us if we don't share it. I feel compelled to say what I learned along my experience. And hopefully someone else goes, "You know what? I was afraid to say anything, but I have that too." And then it's not so scary and that good.
Susan Suchan, dementia advocate, winner of the Richard Taylor Advocacy Award. Congratulations to you to be just only the second recipient of the award, and
Very honored.
you should be so very proud of that.